Hello and welcome. I'm Robin with Robin's Re3. We're going to be working on a deer centerpiece today, and we're also going to be foiling the deer. Woohoo! I'm loving how they turned out so far. So let me see if I can just pull up the comments and we will get started. Okay. There's definitely like a delay. There we go. Okay, we've got face. We've got... Okay, sorry. Let me go ahead and get the volume off. Turn down. And then... Okay. We've got one. Now let's see if we can get the other. There we go. What do you know? It's there. And there we go. We are ready. And I think I have comments. Say hello when you're popping on. Let me know where you're watching from. What's the weather like in your neck of the woods? We have kind of a real sunny, windy kind of day. We got a lot of rain yesterday. All right, so we're going to be working with the artistic painting foils. Woo! Now I went ahead and I pre-painted the deer already. These are in my Etsy shop. They are new. We have the trio that we're going to be working with today. Or we have Mr. Big. I told my husband I wanted it mantle size, and we got hearth size. So I listed both sizes. It's pretty much the same in shipping. So, and like I said, they come apart. So it's really great. I can take them apart, put them in a nice size box, and ship them off. You're not paying for oversized shipping or any of that. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, I've already prepped these to foil, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I prep them to foil, okay? So the only things I foiled today are the antlers and the body. I'm definitely going to go back and get more of the gold and do the legs. Alright, so when foiling, you're going to need the foil adhesive. Make sure I can get this open. Oh man. There we go. Alright. Now to foil, and this stuff goes a long way. I'm going to put a little bit on my plate. This is my sticky plate. I keep reusing it. Alright. And I only need a little bit for this. But anytime you're going to foil, I thought I had a paper towel. I do. Anytime you're going to foil, you want to thin out the adhesive a little bit. Got it on stream, and I want it just... Come on. There. So all I'm doing is taking the adhesive and diluting it a little bit. You don't need it a lot, you just need a little bit. It just makes it smoother. It goes on better for you. Welcome. Let me know where you're watching from. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and lightly coat the top of the antlers. Now when I painted these, I used the golden brown for the antlers, and I used the burnt umber for the body. I sometimes get little balls in here, and I want to make sure it's flat and even. So this is what you do to prep to foil. Now, we're going to leave this sit a good hour and possibly a half. Hey, Jennifer, welcome. Hey, Jen's on with us. Yay! Jen is the owner of Artistic Painting Foils. So she's on with us. So if you have any questions, ask Jen. Thank you, Rachel. We are live on Facebook and YouTube. So I'm showing you what I did to prep these ahead of time. And because I wanted to save time, I went ahead and I prepped both sides. And I let them just sit up leaning against something. I have it sitting, the one I prepped, I have it sitting here on wax paper. So it doesn't stick to anything. Okay? So there we go. We've got both, well, let's pretend we've got both sides done. Okay? We've only got one side done. Because I want to show you what I did ahead of time off camera. So I'm just going to save my sticky plate. I'm going to put my paintbrush in some water here to clean that off. Make sure I have a paintbrush available. I do. All right. All right, so this is what we did. We went ahead and prepped this with the foil adhesive. Now we're going to put it aside, okay? And we're going to let that sit for an hour and a half. Now, if I had done both sides, I would lean it up against something so it wouldn't stick. So there we go. That's what you do ahead of time. So this is what we have now. These are ones that I went ahead and prepped. Oh no, it's got some glitter stuck to it. That's the problem when you got glitter on your table. All right. So this is prepped on both sides. I let this dry about an hour and a half. It is tacky. We want it to be tacky. All right. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the antlers. And I'm going to show you how I did that. All right. Let me see. I try to use as much of my foil without waste as I possibly can. All right. So I'm going to trim this. Now it's sticking to me. So we have a small trio set, and then we have the big guy. Like I said, tell your husband you want it for a mantle, and this is the size you get. I said that can sit by the fireplace. There you go. All right, and then I'm going to put this over this side too, because I have it prepped on both sides. Best thing I found so far has been this Lidman pot scrubber. Great way to push your foils onto your piece. It's stiff. I love it. You can see it lifting off. You probably can't, but I can. And I lift off slowly because if there's a spot that I missed, I just go back and brush over. Sometimes just using my fingernail. There we go. There we go. If for some reason I had a big spot that didn't take, I can go back and I can put foil adhesive on there and then do it again after it's sat for an hour and a half to get tacky. Really, all you need is probably an hour. I just like it super tacky. All right, there we go. There's side one. Now we saved this. I need to get me some cardboard rolls because I got a lot of foil now because I'm in the Foil of the Month Club. Jen has an awesome Foil of the Month Club. It's the best way to get the foil delivered. And on YouTube I have a link to my affiliate store with Jen. A little spot up there. There we go. All right, there's our antlers. Now, I ran out of the gold foil, or I would have done the legs in gold, because wait till you see the body. The body is, this is the gold, and then the body is the Berkeley, what is it, Jen? The Berkeley gold from the October For All the Month Club. Check out that color. Is that not awesome? I love this color. I fell in love with it. I want to make sure I cut it to fit the whole piece. So I'm just pushing it in place. So again, remember, this is after we put the foil adhesive on and let it sit. This is what you do after it's done sitting. You're just rubbing it on with a stiff brush. You could use a stiff vegetable brush, a stiff toothbrush. I just love this bottle brush. I love it that I've got the handle on there, and that's what's so easy for me. I don't grip so well anymore in this hand, so I'll go back at the end and put my affiliate link in the comments on Facebook. I do have it in the comments on the description on YouTube already. Alright, wait till you see this. I'm in love with this color. I love all the colors in it. Now, I think had I done this in the beginning, I think I would have painted my deer first black. Jen has a great is it Bandero black? Alright, check out that color. Is that not awesome? Can you see it? Or am I against? Here, come back here. Check out. It's got black, brown, and gold in it. And we're going to incorporate those colors in our design. So let's go ahead and do the back of the deer. Now, after you foil them, there's one more step after this. And I'll show you. I'm just pushing it in place. I like to lay it out ahead of time and then go back and scrub. Isn't it? I love it, Rachel. Rachel said it's pretty. You got anybody? I see a bunch watching. Don't worry, I won't call your name. I just want you to watch and have fun. But you've got gold, brown, and black in this. And that's why I chose the gold for the antlers. But I think now, had I done it, would have thought about it, I would have painted them black. Yep, there's a little bit here. Okay, so there we go. There is the body. Now, your next step, and I'm going to save these because I got little pieces on here I can use for other stuff. Alright, our next step is the final coat. Alright, and what you do with the final coat is you basically just wash it. Let me see if I have a small brush. Yeah, here we go. Alright, so basically I'm going to put this in place. I think it'll be easier for me to put the final coat on it. There we go. So basically all you're doing is washing it with this. This final coat only takes like 5 minutes to dry. So while we're working on the centerpiece, this can be drying. It just preserves the foil. I'm telling you, if you're thinking about foiling, start off with Jen's starter kit, because you get your adhesive, the final coat, and you get some foils. It's a good way to start out slow. Even though this stuff lasts forever, it's just a way to get your feet wet. Jen goes live a lot. She's got a lot of great tutorials, as those of us that use the foils. So all I'm doing is coating the top of the foil with the top coat. To seal the foil. Hey Lisa! Lisa's on YouTube. We got a lot watching on Facebook, but nobody wants to say hi. That's okay. We love you anyhow. We appreciate the support. See, I left the legs brown, and now I wish I wouldn't have. I think they would be awesome in the gold. Gold, then this, then gold on the legs. But we're just going to leave it like that. So that's all you do. Hey, Mary Jo, welcome. Thank you. Jen is on with us today. She's watching on Facebook. Jen is the owner of Artistic Painting Foils. So see, all you're doing, and that's what's so cool. I can ship it to you guys. I know, right? Oh, come on now. There we go. I don't want to touch the top coat, so I'm trying to be gentle. There we go. There, that's in place. Okay, so this is the trio. All right, you get the medium-sized one and the two small ones. Yep, and the link is in the description already, Lisa. We've got this set, and we've got Mr. Jumbo here. He's already listed. Hey, Tammy, welcome. So, yes. But look at those colors. Are they not amazing? See, I really think I want to do the legs gold now. And see, for the gold paint, I use the golden brown, because that kind of blends in with the gold. You are welcome. And then I have the burnt umber for the body. And I think now I would have went back and used Jen's black. She's got a black paint that would have went well with this. But this is the first time I was foiling these, so now I know, because I fell in love with this. This was in the October collection, this Berkeley Gold. All right, so we're going to put these aside. Let's move Mr. Jumbo here. These are already coated. I already did the top coat on these. I already went and foiled them because I couldn't wait. I just had to see it done right away. All right, so we've got a bunch of stuff that I think I'm going to put in this. Okay, so we're starting out with, I think this is like a 24, no, this is 34-inch door swag, it's called. But I use these a lot for my centerpieces. So we're just going to fluff it out here. Get some of this mixed in. I like this. It's a Georgia Pine 34-inch. It's got 65 tips in it. So that's a really full one. And I like that. Now, I think the big deer is going to go in the middle. Or should I call him the medium? And then I think we're going to put two on each side here. First, let's get rid of the tag. We don't need that in there. It was actually from Sims, And if anybody buys from there, it's C as in cat, V as in Victor, D as in David, 221. Now, I had these, and I'm going to be listing these because I have a bunch of these. These are like a metallic greenery pick, but I thought that kind of goes with the bow that we're going to use in here, and I think it complements everything else. So I've got a couple of these that we're going to put around. I used to buy a lot of my product from Doris, and they went out of business last year, and I'm so disappointed. They always had original stuff that nobody else had. So I think I'm going to put like 3 of these on one side, because you know I like my odd numbers. Okay. Excuse me. And we're just going to pull some of this greenery up through here. So I think I'm going to cut this, and then we're going to go ahead and hot glue it, because I'm confident this time. Now I know I plugged that thing in. It doesn't want to stay anymore. About ready to go to the glue pot. So I'm getting tired of putting the plug back in. Alright, so then we're going to go with 3 on this side. Do you like how the deer turned out so far? Hey Esther, welcome. Esther's in the house. On Facebook, Esther is watching from Canada. We love our Canadian friends. Right, Esther? Okay. I got 1 extra here. We foiled our deer, Esther. What do you think? Hey, Carol, welcome. And Jen with Artistic Reading, where I get our artistic painting foils, is on too. She's watching today. So if you have any questions about the foils, Jen would be happy to answer you. All right, let's go ahead and glue these in. If we can get my glue gun to work. You saw me plug that in. And it's plugged in. It's just going to take a few minutes. And I don't know if you saw these. I had these last year. These are called sugar balls. Sugar ball picks. Check it out. The gold and brown. It's going to go awesome with the gold and brown here. Excuse me. I got a dry throat today. Excuse me again. I know, this one is awesome. And I'll tell you what, we're selling them unpainted. These took nothing to paint. These are so simple because you don't have any lines to follow. You just need a decent size paintbrush to get in the grooves, and that's all you need. No, you are not limited to what surfaces can be foiled. I don't know if you've watched Jen. She has artistic painting. She has a Facebook page. She does a lot of videos. They're awesome. So wouldn't this be cute in buffalo print? Oh, I could just see that. And then a nice country bow, and it just stressed a little. Woo! Like I said, this was the mantle size he brought me. I'm like, too big, reduce it by 50%, and that's how we got our trio. He's doing so well with it, though, because everything requires adjustments when I get the file. So I'll tell you what, I don't know where I'd be without him, because I have no idea how to run that machine. And we've been looking at a second one, and I just can't make the jump. It's scary because of the price of them. I mean, the next one is a lot more. So I'm just putting these on either side. Excuse me. I do not have COVID. I just have a dry cough today. There's so much stuff blowing around outside there. There. So that's one side. And then let's do the other side. Also, check this out. I thought it'd be really cool to put these antlers in there. I've got a set of antlers. So we're going to put those in there too. We're going to do this up. Right? We are jacking it up. That's what we do. Did y'all see the mailbox redo I did yesterday? Oh my gosh, what was I thinking Monday night? Whew, that was awful. So I had a redo. Thank you, Catherine. This is our big guy. He needs a name. What are we going to call him? We need to give him a name. Any suggestions? I think I'm going to have to make all my daughters and stepdaughters. My stepdaughters and daughter-in-law's one for Christmas. Oh no! Welcome back. I hope it's not my internet. See that? Esther went out and came back in and she found me again. There. See, I just wanted it to be like sparkly, and I think I'm achieving that. Now, what we're going to do here, I think I want this. Well, I usually save my florals. Excuse me. So I think we're going to take it off of here. We're not going to use that. That's pretty thick. And then we're going to take these off of here. Stop fighting. It's the puppies. They're fighting. Yep. We're going to glue that in there. This one. Here, that's in there pretty good. And we're going to chop it. And I think we're going to put these in on the end. Doesn't that look good? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lisa. All my stuff is for sale. I just never list it on Etsy. The wreaths and stuff I make, I just never do. So I pretty much sell all my wreaths and door hangers local. And everybody's good with that. So yeah, I'm thinking like right there on the end. What do you think? So I think I want that in a little further. Just like right there. Because we want to leave room for our deer. Because we're going to have one in here. And then the big guy in the middle with the bow. and then the other guy on the end. Losing my antlers. It's been a long day so far. Alright, let's glue this baby. There we go. I need some more glue. Is anybody else having trouble on Facebook like Esther is? I'm on YouTube too, so if you lose me on Facebook, you can always go to my YouTube channel. Do you hear the puppies? Can you hear them? Alright, now I think we're going to put some sugar ball picks in here. Just because it's got all the colors that we've got in the foil. We've got the brown and the gold. I'll list the sugar ball picks. Thank you. They're already listed in my Etsy shop, Catherine. Like the set of 3 is $19.95. The big guy is $21.95. You wouldn't love hearing them at 3:30 in the morning, which is what time they get up sometimes. Rachel says she enjoys hearing the puppies. Not. I just thought this would be a way to spruce it up a little with some dimension and more color. Except what I'm going to do, because these kind of have a tendency to roll, I'm going to stick a little bit of glue on the bottom as like a stopper. You can come play with them anytime, Rachel. You should have come when you were in Tennessee. We could have had a good time. Okay, so let's put a stopper on this one too. First, I'm going to get rid of this. We don't need all that. I have these sugar ball picks in this color and in red and green. They come in a section of 3. Aren't they cute? Okay, so that's sticking. Now all I have to do is put a stopper here so that stays in place. There. I just thought that would be another element to add. It has all the colors we're working with. Just something different. Not something you would see. I know, right? I got more Rach. I actually had a sign made up that had the sugar ball picks on it last year, but it just didn't grab. Like, people just didn't, I guess, go for it. So these are left over from last year. But I just wanted something that had the brown and the gold in it to go with the Berkeley gold foil. See? Doesn't that look unique? Then I have these hops, and I have them in the lime, and I have them in the chocolate. So they will be available too. We only need 3. And I don't know if I want to add those or if I want to add some chocolate ones. Maybe I'll not liking those in there. Not liking that in there either. I was actually thinking, because the ribbon has these balls in it, I was actually thinking some of these balls kind of mixed in might look good too. We're playing with balls today. We got all kinds of colors. I know, right? Tammy said she can't believe the puppies are already 7 weeks. I can. That little Wyatt, he is off the tube today. He has been eating on his own. He is doing fabulous. There's somebody that's interested in him, but, you know, I had to tell him worst case scenario. So they're thinking about it. I'm sure he's not going to be very big. So I said he's not the kind of dog you can walk outside like the rest of the dogs, because everything will be a threat to him size-wise. Oh, I'm loving these balls. Carol, what do you think of these balls? Just a little bit of elegance, right? Shiny elegance. I always found unique stuff at Doris. I could always find unique picks, and I am missing that company so bad. There. All right, now let's go ahead and see what it looks like if we just add a few of these in here and there. Because like I said, it's in the ribbon. Well, thank you, Lisa. Lisa likes the balls. They're called sugar picks. Yeah, I kind of like those. Let's go ahead and add those. These came from Hobby Lobby. I now have a Hobby Lobby near me. Woohoo! I don't have to order anymore. I can just go pick up. Shoot, I better leave room in here for the deer. I'm getting a little crazy. We gotta leave room for the deer. Because he is going to go over in here. Oh, we got room. We'll make him the third thing in there, and then we'll put 2 of these in there. I like that. There we go. Now let's get 2 on this side. And then one more. I do have, if I wanted to, I did have some white sticks, but I'm thinking what we have in there is enough. We don't need no stinking sticks. We are good. I could add some pine cones. You know me and my pine cones. Alright. So there he is in the middle. Do we have them all going in the same direction? Might as well. Whoops. Now, if this was on the table, I would make sure that I have, there we go, like that. push them down in there and get them settled. There we go. Now, my bow is going to be the dark brown. Then I have the Sam's Club ribbon with the deer head on it. And see how it has the white balls in there? I have the Sam's Club. I love this color they came out with this year. And then I thought I'd add a little black and gold in there. Now, I'm going to put the bow right here. I may end up filling some stuff in the back, but all I did was 3 loops on each side. Because this was a directional ribbon, I cut it and just put 2 pieces in there. Okay? So we need this, and we need some tinsel tie. I'm trying to move this, so excuse me again. Oh, I almost lost Big Bambi there. He needs a name. Didn't anybody come up with a name for him? No name? He needs a name. The big guy needs a name. Alright, and we'll put this in here before we pull it too tight. Going back to Esther's question about can you foil on anything. Esther, I've foiled on wood, metal, you name it. I almost foiled that mailbox, but I didn't have enough of the color that I wanted, so I foiled the bottom of our sled trio. I foiled the bottom of the skates. I don't know if I want to add any of these in. I think that's throwing a whole nother color in there. We could go ahead and put in some pine cones, but I'm kind of liking this the way it is because it's kind of whimsical. It's just different the way it is. You're thinking. Lisa is thinking. She's going to come up with a name for our big guy. So now I'm just kind of stretching these out, fluffing. So I've got 4 layers in here. Now see, this was where I ended up just laying those across so I could get my tails going in the right direction. I do not like tails that are in the wrong direction. Okay, that's 2 extra there. So we're going to trim that off. So I've got my gold in here, I've got my black in here, I've got my green, I've got my little white balls. Now let's got a piece of tape. Let's go ahead and dovetail. I just love this green. Gonna have to hold it back here and fluff and get my tails where I want them because I can't be yanking the centerpiece around like that. it'll end up on the floor. Yep, forgot to dovetail these. All right, let's go ahead and add our bow, which turn this around ever so gently. Actually, I didn't even need to do the legs. If I decide to go back and do them, I will, but everything kind of covers up the legs. Now, how did I not do that one? Oh my goodness. Now I think I want another one of these kind of like back in here. Definitely would support it. Like that, to kind of balance out the bow. Wow. This turned out better than I thought it would. And put that like right in there. So let's glue, and then I'll turn it around. This is definitely a one-of-a-kind piece. Between the foils and everything else. Now I think I need some more balls. These came from Hobby Lobby. They were in the Christmas section. And you know what? We could add some to the bow too. So let's go ahead and do that. Put one in the back and then two in the front. That there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's a keeper. And then one back here. We lost one. Oh no. Whoops. Come on now. Actually, right over in there. All right, we are done. Whoa! Medium guy's gonna take a leap off the table. Trying to move everything here so you can get a good picture. Okay, there we go. What do you think? Boy, you came up with quite a few there, Lisa. Ivy Grace, Snowvanna, Willow, Serenity. But there we go. We've got our antlers on the ends here. This one's got to get elevated a little bit. There. Oop. Losing a deer. Got shot. I got so much greenery down in here. Thanks, Rach. There. Just got to wiggle him through the pine. What do you think? Now we got some glue. I think curling these might help. Thoughts? Comments? Oh, thank you, Lisa. Yeah, I'm happy with it. I'll go ahead and list these. Red and the chocolate and get those on. I know I have extra of these, so I'll go ahead and list those. But there we go. I don't know if this is working for me there. I'm thinking maybe here. Everybody on Facebook is really quiet. Nobody's talking. Everybody's watching. They're afraid to say anything. There we go. So now you know how to foil. And I'll come back and I'll put my link in the comments for the foils. I'll list which colors I used. This one was Berkeley Gold that came in the October foils. And then I had a gold foil from Jen. This was the rest of October's. We had this blue. I had a gold in this one. Where's the cover? No, don't sneak up on me. Okay. We had Coffee Latte, Admiral Blue, Melody Ocean, Rosewater Gold, and the Berkeley Gold. So there are all the foils from October. Those two. These two, and the Berkeley Gold. Then for, I had the other ones here. Probably put it back in. Yes, I did. Then for September we had Purple Bliss, Bubbles Black, Orange, Soft Satin, and Copper Luster. Check out these colors. This one I am dying to try. This one here, the luster one. Isn't that pretty? But check out that Bubbles. And then check out that purple. Oh, and the orange. Oh. Jen's foils are to die for. And then she sent me a bunch of assortment here. You've got to see these. Look at these. This one has like several colors in it. Trying to get it. They're all sticking to each other. This has like a variety of colors. Look at this blue. Look at this purple. This is the one. Where is it? It's little and it's blue. This one, look at that. Here it is, back here. This silver and blue one, I am dying to get a hold of that one and play with that one. Her colors are amazing. I found something that I can store them all in. This hangs over the door, and then these can go in like that. But I need more rolls. Oh, and then this one. These were all the leopard ones, or cheetah print ones, for I think August. Oh my gosh. And this one lends itself to fall and winter for Christmas. Isn't that one beautiful? Oh, I love that one. All right, let me roll up here. Get these back out of the way. There we go. And see, you don't just get a little piece. When you're foil of the month, you get this whole big piece. So amazing. I love this green. I absolutely love it. All right. I know, right? I love her foils. Be sure to catch Jen on Artistic Painting, her Facebook page. I'll go ahead and add it in the comments because you've got to see some of the stuff she does is amazing. And I don't know how I'm gonna paint this guy, but I got to do him up. I keep saying him, and then all the names I think that Lisa picked out were for her, but maybe I should name it a girl name. Something will come up. But I really think I could have painted the legs gold. I think that would have been a cute color to go with. All right, you all have a great evening. Look for me next Monday. I don't know what I'll be doing on Monday. I'll come up with something. And if there's something any of you ever want me to do, please tell me. Okay? All right. Have a great